Alright, so welcome to Triple T Gaming.
Triple T.
I'm Nick.
I'm Adam.
I'm Dan.
And today we're going to talk about what we want in Red Dead 2.
Yeah, so.
I want Undead Nightmare Fear.
We've been talking about that forever, so.
Yeah, and they're never going to give it to us, but now that the Xbox has it again.
They probably won't do it
You're
anyway.
like Xbox One.
At most
Only
you'll get an
one I've
expansion.
ever heard who wants Undead Nightmare Free Roam. So,
Not at all. I want it to.
Look, everybody, when it first came out, wanted it, and then they just didn't give it to the
Lame.
people.
I think the whole Undead Nightmare was a tad bit too far.
Is that what
Not
you
like
really
zombies
think,
or
Landon?
something?
Or you just
I didn't like the Undead Nightmare. I thought the,
What was it
the
you didn't
core
like?
game was freaking amazing.
Was it
but
just the fact that they were
I don't
just
know.
running
Zombies.
around batting
Dude,
at
they
you
were like into. You had to get a headshot.
Yeah.
And then it was like.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking zombie. It's
I don't
dead.
know, man. I just didn't like it.
What are you
It
gonna
was-
do
it was
if you-
stupid. Stupid.
I don't get it.
You're broken.
You're broken.
It doesn't make sense how you can enjoy one of the best things about the game.
Well,
I mean, you had cool horses, cool new guns, cool new outfits,
The
cool new
horses
bosses.
War,
and nice.
pestilence,
I
famine.
mean, the story was a little short.
it was okay.
The unicorn,
Unicorn.
the
It was
unicorn was
okay.
pretty dope.
You could
It
even
was just
you could
like-
even eliminate an entire species of Sasquatch.
Well, that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
Who hasn't
spoiler alert.
played the game?
Me?
Him.
Yeah. What the hell?
It's no. Trust me, it's not even worth knowing.
Millennial.
Fuck you guys.
I gave you the game to play. Didn't play.
And he still didn't play it.
Still didn't play it. Had to play far. But yeah, everybody actually wants that. Unlike,
What
the
if
1%
you, once you
over
beat
here.
the game, it's an unlockable?
Okay. Whatever.
You're a broken man. Why can't you just want what other people want? Like, I don't
Cause-
understand. Like, you're just like the developers and the cocksuckers that are in there. That there was probably guys like me and Adam that were like lower than guys like you that were in charge that were like, nah, fuck that idea. I don't care.
guys,
That doesn't
hey,
even look
guys.
fun.
We have this
the
perfectly
money that you could have
awesome
made from
and
it, though.
amazing game. Let's. I know what we can do. We can add fucking zombies, cause zombies are cool. Why fuck it up with
Why
zombies,
not
dude?
vampires?
What
There
the
you go,
fuck?
throw them in.
That would have
Very
actually
interesting.
been kind of cool in the regular
Like, for
story.
real though, zombies. Everybody was going to zombies at that time. I feel.
They still are.
Yeah. So.
Either way, I think that they should bring that back in a new Red Dead because
would
that
you
would be really cool to have that alongside it. It would just be a cool separate DLC campaign kind of thing they could do.
Like a continuation of the old DLC.
Exactly, and they can go into what happens along, and maybe they just do it better.
That'd be cool.
Just do it better. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, we didn't do it that well in the first place, and hey, let's revamp it.
What, Undead Nightmare?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what would you like to see in like the regular game? Or do you want Undead Nightmare to be the next game?
No, I'm just saying DLC. It's just something I want in the game. I'm not saying I want a specific storyline, but if there were like new horses or I don't know, just
Well,
different like stagecoaches or maybe even
yes.
early buggy cars if they went a little bit further in the time period. Because first off, it wouldn't even make a difference. That time period would still have buggies, which you obviously knew because of Blackwater. You saw them. But if you had more.
Yeah, different
More
kinds of vehicles.
around.
Because there's only like two kinds of wagons that you could drive or something in the
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. That'd be cool if they had multiple, like...
Yeah.
And you couldn't jump in the back of the wagons and shoot out of them. I want to be able to like jump in the back of the
The
wagons,
ability
shoot
to
at them.
swim.
Yeah, the ability to swim would be nice,
Yeah.
And not-
That'd
and
be
not
fucking
drown.
nice.
but could you imagine getting in the back? I mean, you could sometimes glitch into the back of a wagon and shoot people from it, but driving by and just like 4 guys in the back of the wagon just unloading on a caravan of people.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Oh my god, it would be amazing.
More people in the free roam. That's what I want to see. Because I think you could only have like 16 or something.
Yeah, there needs to be.
I want to see like 64 people.
Do you know how
That
fucking
would be-
insane the game would be?
That's
You would
No,
walk
that's
somewhere
the
and
point,
a mob
dude.
of people would be having a war with
Fucking
another
Wild
mob, and they would just
West.
massacre.
What do you expect? People have like...
Excuse me.
giant posses, don't they?
I think so.
I'd like to see 120 players in a game.
Yeah, I want to see a shit ton. That'd be fucking awesome.
I'd like to. Oh man.
It's okay.
Man, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. No, but oh my god. Someone else. Oh man.
Yeah, you've been sneezing quite a bit lately.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. New weapons would be nice. If I was able to use the explosive rifle, I would be able to annihilate people all the time, and it would be a really nice. Dude, you turn them into a red mist.
Yeah,
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice if it didn't just spawn one place though.
Or if you get modders that fucked everything up and got them and just obliterated your horse and you at the same time.
If they did it like in like a good time period, or let's say the 1880s, there's actually a lot of tech they could work with in that time period.
There's a lot of potential.
There were actually semi-automatic pistols in the time too, so we could see those. You
know they're there.
Yeah. What?
Did you forget that for a second?
What?
That there was semi-automatic pistols.
Yeah, no, but that's in 1911. If they went back in history still, like the rumor is, they could even still like put.
Like, they're going further back.
Further back though.
They should just keep it in the same time period. Just
no, that was the death of the Old West, man. The death.
Yeah, they need to keep it. I don't know. They'll either go
back.
They have to go further in the future, though. I feel like.
Just go back in time a little bit to where it was thriving. The West was thriving, and the railroad was still being built, and there were Indians, and you had to.
Railroad was finished by like the mid.
You know, they might go back in time to when it was like
Sorry,
John Marston's past, because right now in Red Dead Redemption, you're kind of like in his later years. Like you didn't see like when he was like in his 30s and stuff, like when he was with the bad gangs and all that stuff. That's why I think the next Red Dead game is gonna be about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the
what setting would you like to? What would your setting be? The next one.
Definitely have the ability to go into more icy tundras. So maybe Canada.
What?
Canada towards Alaska.
Go up higher.
Yeah, higher mountainous regions where you can travel more and push people off cliffs and just more canyons and things that are less Great Plains and forest and.
So you don't want to be a Red Dead game.
I want the West.
Well, that's like Alaska West. Alaska's like northwest, like super northwest.
I'm sorry, I want to learn.
You're more like you're gonna freeze to death if you go out like at night.
Get
northwest.
pneumonia.
That's how you learn.
It's a very nice frog.
Yeah, what?
They do another game I would like to see since we had Northwest Mexico and the Plains.
Yeah.
Like imagine if they had those regions, but like each one was the size of a GTA 5 map or bigger.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Like imagine how awesome that'd be. How big those maps would be. Like
could you
big
access
ass
each
Mexico
area with different people?
That'd be cool if you could like have different characters and you could access them all throughout.
They'd make them
map.
DLCs though. That's what I think.
Yeah, right.
They would.
If the Red Dead comes out, I need to see a massive map, like way bigger than GTA 5.
It will definitely be massive.
What do you think they'd bring back from GTA 5 if they were to make one? Like what attributes?
Probably the combat.
Maybe the ragdoll effect more.
Yeah,
they're gonna let you
probably
swim.
Just most of the tech stuff.
Yeah.
Probably
like
the
that.
swimming. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, swimming for sure. Yeah.
Swimming, yeah, that's not a bad idea. They were notorious for not being able to swim.
Yeah.
Rockstar. I just
You
now
could
recalled
swim
that.
You could swim in GTA 4.
Yeah.
Before that.
Yeah, maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
San Andreas you couldn't. I'm pretty sure me and Keith played it all the time, and he always would try to like jump into a boat and he'd fall into the water and he'd drown. And I was like, wow.
Maybe that's just Keith sucking at the game.
No, I think that's just Rockstar in the
Maybe
early
he
years.
just can't swim.
I mean, do you remember when we first saw the Red Dead and we were just like, oh my god. Or Red Dead Redemption, we were just like, oh my god. You can ride around and kill people.
Dude,
together.
I still am like, oh my god.
It was the American fucking dream.
It helped us become friends.
It really did. It was a bonding game. It really was. Because you could get a
We
posse
both
together.
were slaughtering people.
We don't have posses anymore. I want posses.
Oh
to
man,
come
imagine
back.
like there's 120 players on these massive maps, and then you have these awesome like 30, 40 player posses.
That'd be fucking crazy.
go after each
want
other,
it
get
to
have
happen.
wars over regions.
I don't think they'll go that big. 120.
No, like small provinces
I think
in like
that's a
the
bit
region
exclusive.
of the
That's
like
a bit
Mexico. Let's say there's like 5 provinces and like those 120 people fight over the province, and whoever controls it like gets bonuses and shit.
I don't know.
I like to see some like multiplayer stuff like that, like in the world maybe.
And your posse has to control the area.
It could be entirely optional too.
I would love that if you could
Or a
take
faction.
an area in each
Just
area.
join a faction.
Yeah, but you'd have to have a lot of like serious fucking like it'd be very crazy to have actually people to take a
Yeah.
what is it a stronghold of some sort, a base or whatever you want to call it. Like remember in Fort Mercer, and imagine
Yeah,
if you
that-
could take your whole posse and actually take the place in
And
your
remember
name.
when we take those bases and we just get people to run at us while we'd fucking kill them?
No, in your name, and you
Yeah.
could maybe get NPCs and add in Gatling guns and get them to mount them, and cannons and other things, and just have those as NPCs that can die along the way, and you can always
too.
and you can get them, or you can buy them off in the town. You could go into the bar and you could say, "Hey, I'll give you this if you come and work for me. I just need you to protect me." Blah blah blah. Pick up some guns, give them the guns. Say, "Hey, here, I want you to do a snipe. I want you up here. I want you over here. I want you to do that."
But what is this? Multiplayer, single player,
To protect
or both?
It's just so you could protect it and say, "Hey, this is mine," and then you get a stronghold bonus maybe, and then every day that you do actually control this area, you get a 50% bonus on any time you take some. I don't know. There's all sorts of potential that they could do. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. I'm just there to make recommendations.
That was a rant. There's a
Yeah,
lot
that
in
was
there.
A bit of a rant, Nick.
Lost sight of what we originally were even.
Excuse me for
getting
getting
that from.
excited.
But I asked you what your setting was.
Canada.
What about you, Dan? Like,
I'd like to
like what
see,
kind of heroes are like, like,
I want to see more Native American in there.
what if you're like half native, half white or something? Get a little bit of that going and talk about.
Not even that. I just want to
Spirit
see
worlds and
Native
stuff.
Americans be more of like a prominent faction.
They were in Red Dead. Well, I mean, not really.
That's what
on
I'm
the way they
saying.
were.
Like you could play as them in like a downloadable content as a player in the multiplayer, but like I want to be more prominent in the story.
Maybe like if they do like GTA 5 have 3 characters, one of them could be a native.
That'd be cool.
Let's say one's a native, one's a Mexican bandit, and one's an American.
Oh,
There you go.
there you go. That'd be nice.
Or if you're you're a leader. You're a general in the Mexican army.
That would make sense.
You're put into power setting.
Yeah,
Mexican
that wouldn't
gunslinger.
make sense. You're
You don't
probably
have to be a
gonna be like
gunslinger, you can just be in
Irish
charge
of
John
something.
Marston and then like some Indian dude.
Why can't you?
What?
You can have a gunslinger and then a guy that wields arrows, and then you can have.
What
another
if the
guy that
Americans
has revolvers?
What if the
and
American
rifles and has
American is a federal agent and the Mexican's a bandito? Is I want to be a Mexican bandito and form my own band. That's what I was gonna get to. I don't know if you could form your own little posse through that and like just take over forts, like start a rebellion, like in the first game.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Because there's civil wars all the time in that period, so it would make sense too.
Yeah, that would be amazing if you could actually see NPC fighting going across the landscape, trying to take out other NPCs in another area.
Yeah.
And if you go and help, they'll pay you.
So you could be a general in that way.
That'd be cool.
Very good.
You imagine that, dude?
I'd like to see something like that. I'd like to see some different characters.
Imagine being in charge of the United States Cavalry.
Frog is saying things.
What is it saying?
I don't know. Anyway,
Said 5 minutes.
Remaining?
well that's distracting.
Yes.
But
Alright,
Well,
I think they should have a co-op story.
dude,
Co-op story.
That'd be cool.
what if your multiplayer character came into their world and helped them in their little Mexican Civil War or something?
Yeah, and you could participate, and then there's the outside players that can also impact your game and just be a complete nuisance.
Yeah, pretty cool. I'd like that. I'd like to see things like that.
Just like whenever you were trying to get it.
You have even
take a
3 different
stronghold.
types of gameplay for each character. And the native can be a lot more about hunting and I don't know, getting revenge because that's why not.
Yeah.
I have to think of a motive here. And
Yeah.
the federal marshal could be looking into a crime. and they could all just tie in through, you know, just
That would be
circumstance
really cool. A good story.
like that.
Tie it all in.
And I bet, but one of them's gonna have to be made into a woman though. We gotta. No, I'm just
Who?
wondering.
I mean, they could, but
Who?
I don't really know. That time period isn't the
Which
best time
one?
period.
Yeah, women didn't really have that many rights back then.
No, I'm just saying
Major
that's
role
just
of
that's just what
gunslinger.
Rockstar's gonna do because like everyone's been like, you put no female characters in your games, so I'm just saying like if that were a thing, they one of them would have to be. Otherwise, people are just gonna never shut up about it.
But yeah, I guess.
It's completely irrelevant anyway.
No, I
Yeah.
understand. I was trying to think of a story they could actually have for
No, I was
her.
fucking with you. Like
No,
these
seriously,
three
how would
guys.
they have a
Imagine
story
that.
for her, though?
Imagine that. Like
What would they do? Oh no, you know what?
Bank
She's
robberies.
the farmer's daughter that started robbing banks.
three. The Indian is the woman. That's the surprise twist.
No.
She's the
No,
yeah,
an
she-
Indian settlement gets like.
What if
Killed
it's the
by-
federal
killed
agent's
by-
half daughter with his Indian wife, and that's the tie-in?
Ooh.
I like that, but unfortunately, we're
So
gonna
good.
have to wrap it up because we're coming to a close on the time. And